Well, hello, my friends. Welcome to Granny B's house. Are you having a good day? Oh, I hope so. Granny B's having a pretty good day. Are you remembering to do little things to make the world a better place? You know, being kind to those people around you are one of those things you can do to make the world a better place. Well, Granny B likes to go to used bookstores and resale shops and just dig around and find old stories and fun books to read to you. This book, Where Can an Elephant Hide?, was written in 1979. So let's see, that makes it 44 years old. I guess that's not too old when you consider that Granny B is about 30 years older than that. Where Can an Elephant Hide is just a fun book written by David McPhail. And I want to find out where an elephant can hide, don't you? They're awfully big. All right, look at how the colors are kind of muted in here. The pictures are old. And let's see. This is Morris the elephant. One day, Morris the elephant was playing hide and seek with some of his friends. Morris didn't like playing hide and seek because he was always the first one found. "We see you, Morris," said his friends. "It's not fair," said Morris. "I'm too big. I don't have a place to hide." Well, just then a bird flew down and said, "The hunters are coming, the hunters are coming. Everyone hide." Oh no. "Oh dear," said Morris. "There's no place I can hide." "Don't worry," said a tiger. "If you lie down in the tall grass, hunters won't see you. Watch me." When the tiger lay down in the grass, his stripes looked like shadows. The tiger seemed to disappear. But when Morris tried it, the other animals could still see most of him. "Do I look like shadows?" asked Morris. "No," they answered. "You look like an elephant lying in the grass." "Oh, what will I do?" cried Morris. "I'm too big to hide." A monkey heard Morris and came to help. "Just climb to the top of the tree," she said. "The hunters would never think to look for you up there." When the monkey climbed to the top of the tree, she was hidden by the leaves. But when Morris climbed to the top of the tree, it bent all the way to the ground, and the leaves didn't hide him at all. "This just won't do," said Morris, "but thanks anyway." Then a turtle spoke up. "Stay very still," he said, "and you'll look like a stone. Watch me." The turtle pulled his head and his legs and his tail into his shell and didn't move. "It's amazing," said Morris. "You do look just like a stone." "Of course I do," said the turtle. "Now you try it." Morris pulled himself together as best he could and stayed very still. But no matter how still he stayed, he still looked like an elephant. "Oh dear," he said, "the hunters are coming and I've nowhere to hide." "It's easy to hide," said an ostrich. "Just bury your head in the sand as I do, and no one will be able to see you." Morris dug a big hole and buried his head in it. After about a minute, he pulled his head out and began coughing and sputtering. "This won't do either," said Morris. "My mouth gets all filled with sand and I can't breathe." "It doesn't work anyway, you silly ostrich," said the other animals. "We can still see both of you." Ooh, a baboon tried to be helpful. "You can hide in my cave," he said. "It's so dark in there, the hunters will never see you." But not all of Morris could fit into the baboon's cave. Only half of him could, and the half that couldn't looked very much like the back half of an elephant. "What am I going to do?" sighed Morris. "The hunters are coming, and I don't have a place to hide." "I have some feathers I don't need," said an old parrot. "Maybe if you wear them, you'll look like a bird." Morris rolled in some sticky mud, then jumped into the pile of feathers. "There," he said, standing up. "How do I look?" The other animals laughed and laughed. "You don't look like a bird at all," they said. "You look like an elephant with feathers." Now Morris was very upset. He sat down and began to cry. "There, there," said the other animals. "We'll think of something." They scraped off the mud and feathers, and all night long they sat with Morris, trying to think of a way for him to hide from the hunters. But no one could think of anything. Along about dawn, the little bird came back. "The hunters are almost here," she said. "Why aren't you hiding?" "We're trying to think of a way for Morris to hide," the animals answered. "Follow me, Morris," said the bird. "I think I have the answer." Morris followed the bird to the river. "Wade into the deepest part of the river and sit down," ordered the bird. "If I do that, I'll drown," protested Morris. "If you breathe through your trunk, you won't," the bird explained. "Now hurry, the hunters are coming." Morris sat down, and not a moment too soon, for just then the hunters came paddling up in their canoe. All the animals watched from their hiding places as the hunters pulled closer and closer to the spot where Morris sat with his trunk in the air. The little bird flew out and landed on Morris's trunk, and when she did, her feathers tickled Morris, and he sneezed, "Ka-choo!" The hunters stopped and stared at the little bird perched on what looked like a log sticking up out of the water. "Did you hear that bird sneeze?" asked one of the hunters. "Yes," said the other hunter. "It sounded like an elephant." Then they both laughed loudly and went on until they disappeared for good around a bend in the river. Whew! All the animals were very happy, and Morris was especially happy because he had finally found a place to hide. They danced and sang and laughed all day, and when the other animals were too tired to continue, Morris was still going strong. "Let's play hide and seek," he shouted happily. Oh, he wants to play hide and seek again. He was so happy he found a place to hide. Well, those other animals were being very kind to Morris, trying to find places for him to hide. I hope that if you're ever in a pinch like that, your friends will be kind to you and helpful and make it a better day for you. So let's remember to be that friend. Be the friend who's kind and helpful, and try to help your other friends out of trouble. Well, you know, Granny Bee loves you, and Granny Bee wants you to come back again so I can read you another story. So until that time, you remember to be kind and make the world a better place, okay? Bye-bye.